So we're here at Spiral Plastics. We've called in to see what materials they have to offer and learn a little bit more about their operations here just outside Accra in Ghana.
My name is Anthony Lamptey. I've been in the plastic industry for quite some time. Originally, we were doing waste management at this particular facility. Then we decided to convert it into collection of plastics and then recycling because we identified a lot of gaps in the system in terms of collections of plastic. There were a lot of plastics scattered all over. So we then came up with the idea that, okay, what can we do to help the society or to help the environment, to rid the environment of filth? And at the same time, also make a trade or make money out of it. So that's why we came out with the Spiral Plastics.
So when did your operations start here?
Originally, we're doing trading. We were buying bill pets from other places to sell. Then we started operation originally at this place about 2 years ago. Previously, it was for waste management for about 5 years ago. Then for the past 2 years, we just moved into collection of plastics from the various households and then baling and selling.
And do you have only this site or do you have other collection points spread out over Ghana?
Yeah, we have other places in Ghana. We pick in Kumasi as well. And even within Accra, there are a couple of places that we pick, not just within this enclave. We go as far as East Legon. We pick from those places and then we transport them to this site.
So this is your main central point for collections and
Yes.
for the sale of the materials?
Yes, currently these are our main sites for collection and then for processing. So we have buyback centers that we've set up all over Accra. We go to Kaswa and some of the villages to pick the bottles from those places.
So you cover quite a big catchment area.
Exactly.
Is this a Ghanaian-owned company or have you got any help from any other organizations?
It is a Ghanaian-owned company. We are doing it ourselves. Sometimes it's very difficult, especially with the transporting of material and all those things.
You must offer a lot of employment to the Ghanaian people with your operations.
Yes. So aside the operational guys who are on site, we have as many as 500 collectors scattered all over who pick in the smaller quantities, and then we gather everything to be transported. So we have drivers who pick from the various places, and then logistics. We hire trucks who also bring materials. So some of them are not on our payroll per se, but then we do business with them such a way that they also make something.
Their families.
Exactly.
Yeah. With your organization, you bring your process into a baling point.
Exactly.
And then do you sell within the Ghanaian market or do you also have options outside Ghana in the local African countries or even further abroad?
We sell to both local customers and then we also sell to international buyers. Previously we had a contract with some companies in UK who were also traders. They bought from us and then they also sell. But then for the past 3 months, I think there has been a little bit of challenge with the market in general. So buying has stalled a little bit. So we are selling to the local market.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the PET market is ever changing.
Exactly.
But our job here is to try to expose you to more markets.
Okay.
But also within the Ghanaian borders as well, we can see manufacturing is rising here.
Yeah.
So it's our job to try to get you fair price for your materials. You are familiar with loading containers and the paperwork that's involved with crossing borders with the likes of your material. That's something you've done in the past?
Exactly.
Could you talk a little bit more about that? How long it would take you to load a container and the average weight you may find inside a container, for example, for the PET bottles that you've baled?
Yeah. So for PET, averagely we get not less than 15 tons in a container. That's 40-footer container. And it takes us maximum 2 weeks to get one container ready.
Okay.
Yeah. So
is that 2 weeks based on the customer base you have at the moment? However, if we could offer you more sales with decent pricing, do you believe you could up that tonnage?
Exactly. We can do more. We can do more. There are times you may bill, but then its secondary sales become a little bit, because you need cash to buy from your suppliers. Mm-hmm. So if you pick from them, you need to pay cash. So
it needs to turn.
Exactly, it takes time. So the best thing is you have money, you buy. Like if we have enough money, we buy so much, store here, so that as and when a customer needs, we just bill and then we load the container.
We're finding the same conversation with each site that we go to, whether it be the local collectors down by the beach, right up to the larger organisations here who are set up with material recycling facilities. Same question is always put to us: do you have the sales? Because if you have the sales, we can get the material. Other than PET, what other materials can you put through your facility and offer to us?
Okay, so we can also do PP crushed, and then HDPE as well. So even with the PET, we can also work on the flakes as well.
Okay.
But then maybe flakes unwashed. We can work on that as well.
I understand. So the people that work here, are you mostly women or men? I have a special interest in that myself because I'm a woman in waste.
Women empowerment is something that we all value so much. For all the sorters I have on site are women. I don't take man for sorting.
Women can see everything. That's why. Every little detail.
Yeah, the only aspect that maybe I don't engage women so much is when it comes to heavy lifting. I don't engage women to do it. But then when it comes to the sorting and then ensuring that we get the right quality material for baling, we engage women to do that.
Where do you see the recycling industry, say in 5 years here in Ghana, with the amount of development that's going on now? There's going to be a lot more materials, I believe.
Yes, because if you look at the plastic bottle manufacturers or that particular aspect, the market is growing. Those who are producing drinks and all those things is growing. So as that is growing, automatically there will be a lot of bottles on our streets. So what we are also doing on our part is to increase our capacity to process.
Yeah.
So we're looking at maybe from now up to the next year, enhancing our production capacity. If we are able to do maybe 14 tons within 3 days, that's what we are heading towards. Yeah.
That's when you can start making good money to bring in new technology to help you. Do you have your eyes on any technology, or do you have your eyes on any equipment that would streamline your operations or help your production?
We're looking at a horizontal baling machine, which can give us a higher tonnage in terms of baling. But currently what we are doing is giving us around 200 to 250 kilos. We're looking at acquiring a baler which can give us from 500 to 1,000 kilos per bale.
So we'll need a forklift too, because I know the
forklifts.
Ghanaian men are very strong, but I don't think they're that strong.
That would be too much for them.
I think so. For any man.
Yeah, exactly.
For any man.
So we're looking at getting the forklift as well, but then the cost of forklift currently is a bit higher.
Yeah.
So if we're able to get the baler, then obviously we need to look at the forklift as well.
Correct.
And then the weighing bridge is something that we're also looking at acquiring. Yeah.
So come back to your experience within the industry, because I always like to hear about the people that I deal with.
Okay.
You said you were in the industry for quite a while. Tell me a little bit about how you got to this point.
Prior to setting up this organization, I worked with a waste management company which was also into plastic recycling. I worked with them for more than 8 years. So and we're not just recycling, but we're recycling to add value. We were producing waste bins and other items. We were producing PP, HDP, LDP, and all those materials. So I mean, the industry in Ghana is quite a big.
Growing rapidly.
It's growing. So I've been with them for quite some time. So I have a lot of experience when it comes to the recycling market.
I find this as I go around Ghana. I fell in love with your country. And I fell even more in love with your people.
Yeah.
The talent here is truly extraordinary. The brain power here is unmatched in some of the regions that I have travelled to. So I just want to get your opinion on the youth of Ghana and how this industry can empower them to use their own raw materials and manufacture here at home. Do you see that as the future for Ghana?
I see that as a future because there are a lot of little discoveries that people have come out with in terms of what to do with recycled products, both paper and plastics and all those things. But then the issue has to do with investment into those particular fields. Getting people to support them to be able to build it in the bigger level. So we are looking at enhancing the capacity of those people. Currently, people are using the plastic waste to even produce pigment blocks and other things. And for the HDPE sachet, we also need to produce plastic bags.
Yes.
Yeah. So that single-use plastics could be reduced a little bit. So we are seeing a lot of people moving into that industry, but then the inconsistency in terms of final usage is what is creating a lot of challenges for people who gather the material. What do they do with it? If they don't know what to do with it, they leave it. Recently, when the PET market went down a little bit, people had a lot of bottles in trade. They didn't know what to do with it. They just left it there. Yeah. So we're looking at what we can do to process it for it to become a secondary material for
your country.
Exactly. That's what we're looking at.
I think this is the future of sustaining mechanical recycling within Ghana here, because you're an ever-growing country. Your construction industry is going to soar. So the right applications for the right products is really going to stand to your country now, but it's just educating the youth on what materials can go into what what products. The platform is a new way of trading.
Okay.
I know we're all used to the old human way of buying, selling and shaking people's hands, and it was my vision to bring innovation to this industry, because I really believe that people are not getting fair price for their materials.
Yeah.
I also believe there are many factories in the local market and the outside market that really need this feedstock for their production.
Yeah.
So I want your opinion on how the youth will adapt to a digital interface to bring them to the market with their materials here in Ghana.
I see the future to be digitalization, and I think now virtually everybody's using the high-end phone, an application that's, everybody virtually knows what to do with the phone.
They have access to the internet now.
Yeah. So I think this is a plus. The trading platform is going to enhance our ability to. It's going to give us, I would say, a wider options.
Wider network of buyers, which I think is imperative here. But it'll also help the informal collectors at the bottom of the food chain, the guys that perhaps don't have the eligible permitting to export abroad, but they do have comrades here in the likes of your facilities, people that are registered, people that have their relevant documentation and that are able to export materials.
Yes.
So it's not just the larger companies I think we have to support here. I think we have to support the informal collectors.
Yes.
Those are the ones that continue to collect on the beach.
Exactly.
They continue to sort even though there's no sales. And those people need to be recognised as well.
Exactly.
So by championing your company, I hope I champion those too.
We don't have so many facilities, but then they are virtually everywhere.
Yes.
So we depend on them to get our raw materials for production. Just as I said, we have not less than 500 people doing collections all over and beyond.
500 families eating off the collections.
And you can imagine its rippling effect and it's supporting some people. They are getting so much out of it. Some are able to collect as much as 2 tons or 3 tons. That's
Bless them.
Yeah, so much. And that it's some of them, that's their full-time job that they are doing. We have people who have traveled even beyond Ghana who are here, and that's what they are doing.
That's right. We've seen people from neighbouring Nigeria,
Exactly.
that are here, and they're in the metal yards, they're in the metal landfills, and they're doing extraordinary work, because if they didn't do that, that material would be still lying. We also experienced some upsetting imagery of the drains and the flooding that can come from the blocking of the drains. But only for those people and the likes of your companies, those drains would be 10 times worse.
That is it.
That's the reality. One thing about your country, you treat your materials with respect.
Exactly.
And that's something that I appreciate wholeheartedly. So I'd love you to show me around, see what you have, and it's our job to get you the best possible price. Thank you. Thank you.